Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Jacinta who love things all on sale, and come on, welcome back. So in today's video I am breaking down part 2 of my labor and delivery series here, and this is going to be the last part. I don't know where I dropped off because y'all, I have a new camera and I have to learn the settings on it, so bear with me. I get all of part 1 and 2 the video, so I'm just gonna start back here. So we went to the hospital on December the 15th, and my birthday was that Sunday, and we were on side attack every 4 hours, and then they placed a balloon inside of me, and that pretty much, they wanted me to dilate. And like sometimes when they place the balloon inside of you, it'll fall out, and that means that you have dilated so they can get the labor to progress. Well, my balloon, it did not fall out. It had to be pulled out. After they pulled out the balloon, I was 4 centimeters, and I was 4 centimeters for a long time. And what I would soon find out, that I was 4 centimeters, but it was mechanical. It wasn't like my body naturally went to 4 centimeters dilated. And so after the balloon, I had to take, I went on Pitocin. I went to the highest max, which is 20. I didn't feel anything. I would feel like contractions here and there, but it wasn't like anything like, oh my God, like this is like a contraction I can't handle. Nothing like that. And then I tried, and then after that, they wanted me to try Silverdale or something of that. So they wanted me to try that. I tried that, and then we went back on Pitocin, and we were getting up to the max, and I just was not doing anything, y'all. Like my body was like pretty much saying, yo, I'm not ready to go into labor. So they broke my water on Sunday, and I started to contract, and they put me back on Pitocin, and the contractions were like a little intense, uncontrollable, but they were like, I did feel the contractions. So that night, my midwife came in, and she just talked with me, and she said, you know, we have tried everything to make your body go into labor, and it's just not progression. And she was like, I can't think of anything else that we could try. And at this time, y'all, I was exhausted, and thank God, like baby Roundtree, their heartbeat never dropped, always happy, content, never dropped or anything, distressed or nothing. And so the midwife was just saying, like, you know, I think we need to move past the natural route and go the C-section route. And so when she said it, initially I didn't want to have a C-section. Like that was like my worst fear. I cried. Like I just did not want a C-section to save my life. Like I just wanted to experience something natural, especially since, you know, we didn't conceive the traditional way, like naturally. I just wanted to have like some part of my labor and delivery to be natural. But when I prayed and I asked God, like, you know, I want you in the room and I want peace. When the midwife told me, like, she's like, you know, I think we should think about C-section. When she said that, there was a peace that came over me. I wasn't scared. I was like, let's do it, you know. And I pray that whatever happened in our labor and delivery room, it's even on my prayer board, that I just wanted peace within. Whatever decision had to be made, I wanted God to come and fill the room up and just give me that peace. And when she said it, it was like go time. Like I was exhausted. I had already been in the hospital for 4 days, it was just like, okay, if this is what I have to do to meet my baby, my miracle baby, then let's do it. And I felt like we did everything naturally. Well, not naturally, but I felt like they gave me a chance to like progress my labor, and it just was not doing it. And I was okay with it. And when she said we had to have a C-section, I said, okay, let's do it. I went in the bathroom, me and Marcus, we prayed, and we got ready, y'all, to go into the C-section room. And I was like, I was so at peace. I didn't have time to be nervous. The only anxiety that I did get from it all is when the people started like coming in the room, like, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. That was kind of like, okay, like, this is crazy, like, this is happening, like, it's about to happen. Like, that's the only anxiety that I had up until going into the room. So when they broke my water, I started to get a fever. And so my midwife put it in that it was urgent for me to go in and have the C-section. So we went in, and this is where things kind of turned for me. When I went into the OR, it was just me. Marcus went into another room, him and my doula, and they wanted to prep me before he came back. And so they prepped me. I had to get a spinal tap in my back. It stung like a little bee. That was it. And then I couldn't feel I couldn't feel my legs or anything. But just getting rolled into that room and just seeing those bright lights, it was like, you know, I started kind of freaking out, like, oh my God, this is happening. Like, this is really happening. And there was like a lot of people in the room. They were like nurse and doctor for the baby. There was a doctor, midwife, nurses. The lady was a nurse practitioner on my side. It was just a whole lot was going on in that room. And so that kind of freaked me out. And I remember getting the spinal tap, and they say, okay, roll over. So I rolled over, and they put the curtain up so I couldn't see anything. And prior to me going into the room, I asked my midwife, like, what are you guys are going to be doing? Like, so I would know but not know. And, you know, she told me, and I'm so thankful that I asked her, because she told me, like, she was standing up. I could hear her, and she said, okay, there's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure. And it almost felt like somebody like had lifted up something and then placed it on my chest when she said there was a lot of pressure. That kind of freaked me out. I had the shakes, like my hands were like this, and so I was shaking, and it was uncontrollable. And then by this time, they did a test to make sure, like, I couldn't feel anything. So I couldn't feel anything. And then let's go! That night, the first night, it was like crazy. Like, we were in this room with baby Roundtree, and we just prayed some more. And I had just experienced this surgery, and I was trying to wrap my head around it. I'm still wrapping my head around it, but yeah, so it was more so like we had to tell our nurse, like, hey, we're gonna get some downtime, like give us like an hour or two before anyone else comes in here. And that's what we did. And then the next day I started to feel better. I started to walk around. It hurt, but I was walking around because I was trying to get out of that hospital. I had been in the hospital for 5 days at this point. Well, yeah, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday I came around, and I had told honestly, you're supposed to stay in the hospital for 3 days, up to 3 days after a C-section. But I told my midwife mentally, if I didn't get out of this place, that I would literally go crazy. And she discharged us on Tuesday. She told me, she was like, promise me you will not do a lot of things. She was like, if you have upstairs in your house, go up them one time, do not come back down. And y'all, that is exactly what I did. I spent like days in the bed, pretty much recovering and crying. And that's a whole nother video of like the depression that I had, like leaving the hospital a couple of nights, like waking up and just remembering small glimpses of like my surgery, like just the bright lights and the people talking and the nurses and the blood that flowed down my legs when I first tried to walk. It was just like a little, like lots of flashbacks that I would get that I wouldn't understand why I'm getting this, because I have my baby, so what else? You know, why do I care about that? But later on, I would talk to my therapist and she, you know, would tell me just like the fact that I needed to process the labor and delivery. Like I didn't really get a chance to process it because everything happened so fast. So me going back and just processing how I felt, like how it made me feel. And it shined like a new light on like the whole ordeal. It was just a whole lot. But yeah, and we left the hospital on that Tuesday, on that Wednesday. Yeah, we left the hospital on Wednesday. We had baby Roundtree on Monday and we left on Wednesday. And we brought baby Roundtree home, and it was walking through those doors. Nobody tells you about like the emotion that you get, like your life is forever changed. Like, y'all, my baby is my baby. Like, no, it was like a really great feeling. Like Marcus looked around and he almost cried. I'm looking around like, let's just cry. Like, let's just cry together. Like, you know, we in this together, dog. This is me and you and baby Roundtree. Yeah, nobody talks about that. Yeah, and so, yeah, I'm gonna let y'all meet him. I'm gonna let y'all guys. This is Maxwell. Say hey, Maxwell. This is Maxwell. Say hey. Say hi. Say hi to the people. You gonna say hi? Y'all, I have a baby. He weighed 9 pounds and 9 ounces. So he said hey to you guys. And as of today, he is 2 months old and he weighs 12 pounds and 1 ounce. So as you can see, baby Roundtree is no newborn. He is full blown a grown man. You know, he's going to college next week. You going to college next week? You want to sing to the people? Let's sing. You ready? Y'all, he makes faces like... And this is like probably going to be the only time that I show him, because I'm not like super into like showing kids on like social media platforms or like any internet streaming. Just for security purposes and just my preference, really. Marcus will probably show him more on his page. But yeah, as far as me, like showing him on like videos, upcoming videos, you will not see. Are you hungry, man? Are you hungry? You're supposed to be talking to your internet aunts and uncles. Say hey. You can talk to them. You say hey. Say what's up. What's up? Say what's up. Yeah, this is Maxwell, guys. He is a whole, I think he's hungry. I might have to feed him. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next video. All right, Maxwell, tell them, see you later. Say, see you later, alligator. Say, after well, crocodile. Say, see you later. See ya. Peace. Throw your peas. Yeah, I think he's hungry, so I'm gonna go feed him.